8 reasons why Asian girls don't like Asian men. Asian men have been struggling with their dating lives for some time now. The stigma that Asian men aren't attractive, or even that they are unmasculine and not manly enough, has stuck with them for years. In fact, there are plenty of articles out there that may reinforce this idea more than anything else. However, the truth is far from what people think it is. An analysis of public data on OkCupid users shows that Asian men get the lowest ratings from women of all other ethnicities. Statistically speaking, you are more likely to date an Asian woman if you're not Asian, specifically East Asian. Sorry guys. But why does this keep happening over and over again? Let's find out. Number 1. Asian men are judged based on their looks and culture. Asian guys have been dealing with a lot of issues surrounding their image and perception. There is a lot of controversy around the standards of attractiveness and being labeled as sexy in the media. This may be one of the reasons why Asian men are often overlooked as potential partners. The issue of physical attractiveness is a tricky one to navigate. There are many who believe that beauty standards are largely based on culture and environment. For example, the ideal body type in North America is vastly different than in Asia. This could be the reason why Asian men have lower ratings on dating apps. Asian men are seen as typically smaller, darker, and have different facial features than the typical model look. They are often shorter, and may not have the same muscular or broad build as Caucasian men. Number 2. Asian women have been taught to date Western guys. Asian girls have been raised in a culture where dating Western guys has become a norm. This might be a reason why Asian women don't really see Asian men as attractive. This is a result of Western influence on Asian culture. Asian women have been taught to value Western culture and whitewashed beauty standards over their own culture. This means Asian women often prefer dating and marrying white men. While some Asian girls may be open to dating Asian men as well, they are often taught that Asian men are not manly enough. Asian girls are often taught to prefer white men because they have been raised in Western culture. Thus, they have been taught to view white men as more attractive than Asian men. Asian culture often has different standards of attractiveness when it comes to choosing partners. This means that Asian women often have different criteria when picking partners than white women. Number 3. Some Asian girls are big fans of Western culture. As Asian culture increasingly shifts toward Western culture, some Asian girls may be drawn to Western guys because of their shared interests. These Asian girls may be big fans of Western culture and Western guys who share the same interests. Asian women are often attracted to white men because they are interested in the same things. This often includes things like music, sports, or general pop culture. Asian girls who share the same interests as Western guys might find white men to be more attractive than Asian men. Number 4. Asian women prefer darker-skinned guys. Asian men are often darker in skin tone than others. This is often because of the weather and the environment in which they live. Darker skin is often an appealing feature for Asian women. This is because Asian women often prefer darker skin tones over lighter ones. Number 5. Asian women are turned off by the stereotype of Asian men. Asian guys are often portrayed as submissive, unmasculine, and less dominant than others. Asian girls may find Asian men less attractive because they have been taught to avoid the stereotype of Asian men. Asian culture encourages Asian girls to avoid partners who have submissive personalities. Asian girls may be more attracted to partners who are more dominant and assertive. Asian culture praises men who are more assertive and strong. Asian girls may find Asian men more attractive if they are more dominant. This is because Asian culture values assertive men over submissive men. Asian culture also has a preference for taller men who are seen as more attractive overall. This means Asian girls may find Asian men more attractive if they are taller. Number 6. Asian men are seen as less masculine. As Asian men are often smaller in stature and less muscular, some girls may find them less attractive. This is because Asian men are seen as less masculine than Caucasian men. Asian men are often smaller than Caucasian men. This often means Asian men do not have the same broad or muscular build as Caucasian men. This is why Asian men are seen as less masculine than Caucasian men. Asian culture often values traits in men that are valued in women. Asian culture also values traits in men that have been deemed as feminine. This includes qualities of kindness, sensitivity, and compassion. Number 7. Asian men aren't viewed as dating material. Asian men often have lower incomes and less access to resources and financial stability. This is the reason why Asian men may not be viewed as dating material. This means Asian men are often not as desirable as others. Number 8. Asian men are also seen as less desirable partners. This is the reason why Asian men may be seen as less attractive than others. Asian men are often not viewed as potential boyfriends. In conclusion, it is important to note that even though Asian men are often overlooked in relationships, there will always be someone who appreciates them for who they are. A lot of the reasons why Asian men are overlooked are because of the cultural differences between Asian and Western cultures. In order for Asian men to combat these issues, they must first understand why Asian girls don't like Asian men. Once the issues are identified, solutions can be created in order to break free from the stigma surrounding Asian men. If you like this type of video, please like, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss any of our future videos. Thank you.